Now children, question number 3 and 4 is your homework. Do as homework. Okay. As it is question number 1, likewise only 3 and 4 you will be solving. Okay. Question number 5 is given sec theta equals to 13 upon 12. Calculate all other trigonometric ratios. So now solution, given sec theta equals to what? 13 upon 12. Okay. And we know that sec theta equals to what? Ratios we have seen. What is that? H upon B. H is the hypotenuse and B is the base. So this is the ratio we have seen previously. Okay. So sec theta equals to H upon B, that is equals to 13 upon 12. That is given here. So now let K be any positive integer such that H value will be what? 13K and B is 12K. Okay. Because as it is in the ratio form, it will be H equals to 13K and B equals to 12K. Okay. So now we know Pythagoras theorem. If two hypotenuse and base is given, then we can find the perpendicular by using Pythagoras theorem. So that is equals to square root of H square minus B square. So that implies what? P equals to square root of what is H? That is 13K. 13K square whole square minus 12K whole square. That is B value. So that implies what? P equals to square root of 13 square, we know that it is 169K square and 12 square is 144K square. So now on simplification what we are getting? That is P equals to square root of 25K square. And we know that 25 is a perfect square of 5. So P equal to 5K. Now what we got? We got P value as 5K, B value as 12K and H value as 13K. Then we can find easily all the trigonometric ratios. That is the trigonometric ratios are sin theta equals to what? P by H. So here sin theta equals to P by H equals to what? P value is 5K upon 13K, H value is 13. So KK gets cancelled and we get 5 upon 13. Same way cos theta equals to B by H. So B value we know, that is 12K upon 13K. So KK gets cancelled and we get 12 upon 13. Same way tan theta, that is equals to P upon B. So P value is 5K and B value is 12K. So KK gets cancelled and we get the ratio as 5 upon 12. Cot theta means we know it is the inverse or reciprocal of tan theta. So B upon P. So which is equals to 12K upon 5K. So just the reciprocal of tan, we can see tan is 5 upon 12, cot will be 12 upon 5. Same way cosec theta is inverse, that is reciprocal of sin theta. So you can see here it is 13 upon 5. Okay, so that is H upon P, that is equals to put the values and get the ratio. Same way sec theta equals to H upon B. Now H is 13K and B is 12K. Putting the values of each H and B, now KK gets cancelled and we get the ratio as 12 upon 13 upon 12. So these are the trigonometric ratios we are going to show for this question. Okay. Now after that we can see the sixth question. Sixth question is given as if angle A and angle B are acute angles such that, acute means you know it is less than 90 degree. So angle A is less than 90 degree, angle B is less than 90 degree. So which angle will be equals to 90 in case of right angle triangle? Definitely angle C. So see the figure. ABC is a right angle triangle in which C is 90 degree. Angle A and angle B are acute angles. Okay, such that cos A equals to cos B. Then show that angle A equals to angle B. Now solution C. It is given that if angle A and angle B are acute angles, then cos A, for ratios, trigonometric ratios of cos A will be what? B upon H. We have seen that. Now that is equals to here. Cos A means which angle? This one. This is cos A. So cos A means angle A's opposite side is what? BC. So this will be what? Perpendicular. And angle is lying on this means this is the adjacent side of angle A. So that is B. Adjacent side of angle A will be B. So now we know that cos A and this is H. 90 degrees opposite. side will be hypotenuse, so that is h. Okay, so cos A equals to, we know the formula, that is b upon h. So here what is b? AC is b, so AC upon AB, h is AB. So we wrote this. Clear? Understood? Now after that, and cos b. Now when we take b, cos b means this angle. This angle's opposite side is what? AC. So now this becomes what? B. Okay. For cos b angle, listen very carefully children. Cos b angle means angle B. What is the opposite side of it? That is AC. So AC will be P for the second one. Okay. And this particular BC side is the side adjacent to angle B. So this will be B, that is base. Okay. Just the opposite of that angle A. Okay. So now P by H means, here what is B? P. What is B here? B is BC. So BC upon H is AB. Okay, clear? Now what is given according to the question? What is given here? You can see that is cos A equals to cos B given. Now what is the value of cos A and cos B? Right there, that is, here you can see what is given, AC upon AB equals to, now what is cos B given? BC upon AB. You can see both the numerators are same. So denominators will get cancelled. So what is left out? AC equals to BC. Now in class 9 triangle lesson we have seen the properties. So in that, what was that? Side angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Angles opposite, sides opposite to the angles are equal. That both the properties we have seen, our theorems we have seen, right? So here angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. So angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Therefore it is angle AC side's opposite angle is what? B. So angle B is equals to angle A. Proved. Hence proved. Clear? Understood children? Okay. Children, 7th question, that is, if cot theta equals to 7 upon 8, evaluate. First one is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus sin theta. This particular question has two parts, you might have seen, first and second, that is cot square theta. Okay, so I will be solving first one, and second one is your homework. Do as homework. Okay, now see the first part. First we will be solving cot theta equals to 7 by 8, so that we will be getting hypotenuse. Okay, because we know that cot theta equals to B upon P, which is given as what? 7 upon 8. So let K be the positive integer such that this B will be what? 7K, and P will be equals to 8K. Okay, now when B and P both are given, we can find hypotenuse by using Pythagoras theorem. Here, square root of P square plus B square. Now put the values of P and B, that is 8K whole square plus 7K whole square. Now simplify this, that is 8K square will be what? It will be, whole square will be what? 64, and this is 49. And simplify, you will get what? Root 113K. So root 113 is a prime number, so there is no square root of, perfect square of this one. Okay, so what you will do? Let h be square root of 113K. Now we will substitute the value of P, B and K in the first part of the question. First part of the question is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Right? Now this is according to the formula A minus B into A plus B equals to, we know that A square minus B square. Now this will be 1 minus sin square theta upon 1 plus minus cos square theta. Okay, now sin theta value we know that is in the ratio, that is P by H. Sin theta equals to P by H, perpendicular upon height, hypotenuse. Same way cos theta we know that B upon H, ratios we know, so square of this one. So now we will put what is P and what is H values. So these values we will substitute and we will find the square of it. You know that square root of 113 square will be what? Same, 113 square root will be removed. Okay, so this one will be written as 1 minus 64. K square is 8, 8 square is 64. Okay, and k numerator denominator will be cancelled off. Here also you can see numerator and denominator both are having k, so that will be cancelled off. So now this will be 64 upon 113, square root will be removed from root 113. Okay, same way here also square root of 113 will be removed. Okay, only 113 will be there because we are squaring it. Now taking the reciprocal as well as the LCM. So what you will get, first part, first numerator will be like this and we will reciprocate this because this upon this it is given. So reciprocal of that will be 113 upon 113 minus 49. Okay. So numerator denominator 113 will get cancelled. So now 113 minus 64 will be 49 and denominator 113 minus 49 will be 64. So this will be the answer. Okay, so second part, do it as homework, and then after that 8th question is likewise only you have to solve. Okay, and you have to check first part, that left hand side value is equals to the right hand side value or not. Okay, so 8th question, do it as homework. Then 9th question, there are two parts of it. So first part I will be solving, second part you have to do it yourself as homework. Okay, so now ninth questions, first part, let us see that. Then now see, 7th one, second part is your homework. Okay, now 8th question we will see, exercise 8.1, 7th question, second part is your homework. Now 8th question goes like this, if 3 cot A equals to 4, then check whether 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A equals to cos square A minus sin square A or not. Means this LHS equals to RHS or not. Okay, that we have to check. Now before checking we need to have PQR value, PQH value. Right, that is perpendicular, base and hypotenuse values. So now given 3 cot A equals to 4. Implies cot A equals to what? 4 upon 3. We know what is the ratio of cot A? That is B upon P. B base upon perpendicular. That is equals to what? 4 upon 3 ratio. Now let K be any positive integer such that B equals to 4K. This is B. So B equals to 4K and P equals to 3K. Okay. Now after that we can find H by Pythagoras theorem. Once P and B is known to us, we can find H by using Pythagoras theorem. So H equals to square root of P square plus B square. Now put the values of P and B here. That is 3K for P and 4K for B. Squaring both the numbers, then what we will get? 3 square will be 9 and K square plus 16 because 4 square is 16 K square. Now on simplification what we get? H equals to square root of 25 K square. 25 is a perfect square we know. 25 is a perfect square we know. So H equals to 5K. And LHS now. Then LHS will be what? For this part LHS is 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. Okay. So now tan we know that what is it? P upon B. No, tan means what? P upon perpendicular upon base. So now put the value of P and B in place of tan A. So 1 minus P upon B whole square upon 1 plus P upon B whole square. Okay. So now what is the value of P upon B? That is 1 minus 3 upon 4 whole square divided by 1 plus 3 upon 4 whole square. Okay. Now this we can bring it into reciprocal form. Okay. That means here take the LCM. You know that this will become 16. 4 square will be 16. 3 square will be 9. So LCM will be 16 only. So 16 LCM, and here what? 16 minus 9. So numerator we got 16 minus 9. So this will become the reciprocal. So 16 upon here 16 plus 9. Okay. Numerator denominator 16 gets cancelled. And here numerator 16 minus 9 will be what? 7. And denominator 16 plus 9 will be 25. So we got the value LHS1 as 7 upon 25. Right? Now see the RHS part, that is this. RHS equals to cos square A minus sin square A. Now cos, we know that B upon H, that is base upon H whole square, minus sin square A will be what? P upon H, that is perpendicular upon H whole square. Now put the values of P, B and H here, that is 4k upon 5k whole square minus 3k upon 5k whole square. So now kk gets cancelled. 4 square means 16 upon 5 square 25 minus here 3 square will be 9 upon 5 square is 25. So denominator is same. So LCM will be 25. Denominator will be same 25. Now numerators will be subtracted. That is 16 minus 9 will give what? 7 upon 25. RHS and RHS you can see 7 upon 25 and here also 7 upon 25. So hence it is verified. Okay. Now see the 9th question. Second part, this one, 7th one, second part is your homework. Remember children. Now 9th question, that is in triangle ABC, right angle at B, it is given in question. So triangle ABC I have drawn, where angle B is what? 90 degree. If tan A equals to 1 upon root 3, tan A is given as, tan A means this angle. If this angle of tan is given as what? 1 upon root 3. So we know that we have to find the value of sin A into cos C plus cos A into sin C. Okay. So now given what? Tan A equals to 1 upon root 3. Okay. And we know that tan A can be written as P upon B. That is equals to 1 upon root 3. Okay. Let K be any integer such that P equals to what? P is 1K and B is root 3K. Okay. So now again Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem we will get hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse H equals to what? Square root of P square plus B square. Now put the value of P and B from here. So what will you get? That is H equals to square root of 1K whole square plus root 3K whole square. Now squaring both the numbers, what we will get? Square root of 1K square plus root 3 square will be what? 3. So 3K square. So H will be implies what? H equals to what? Square root of 1 plus 3 will be 4. 4K square. So you know 4 is a perfect square. So H will be equals to 2K. Once you got H value, P value and B value, can we find all the quantities related to that? That is the trigonometric ratios. Now, if P equals to 1K, B equals to root 3 and H equals to 2K, then sin A equals to what? P by H we know. So that is equals to P is what? 1K upon 2K. So K gets cancelled and that is 1 upon 2. And cos A is how much? B upon H, that is base upon hypotenuse, equals to what? Base is root 3K upon height is, that is hypotenuse is 2K. So 2K. K gets cancelled and this becomes root 3 upon 2. After that, now about angle C. This is about angle A. Now if we consider angle C, then P will be what? AB. So AB is the opposite side of angle C and BC will be the adjacent side. So here this will be the perpendicular. So AB will be the perpendicular. AB will be the perpendicular and BC will be the base. This is the base. Therefore P is how much? We got the value here now. This is P is how much? This 3K and this is 1K. So P is root 3K and B is 1K. Okay. And hypotenuse by Pythagoras theorem already we got. Right? By Pythagoras theorem we got H. H remains, hypotenuse becomes the same. The only P and B changes when the angle changes. Clear? So now here hypotenuse equals to 2k. So now if P, B and H is known to us, can we find sin C and cos C? So now sin C will be equals to what? P by H. Here what is P? Root 3 k upon 2k. So k gets cancelled and it becomes 3 upon root 3 upon 2. And cos C will be what? B by H, base upon H, hypotenuse. That is equals to 1k, base is 1k upon 2k, hypotenuse. That is equals to k get cancelled and we get what? 1 upon 2. Now according to question, what is given? Sin A into cos A plus cos A into sin A. Now put the values of each. Okay, this only we are supposed to find. Now according to question, we have to find what? Sin A into cos C plus cos A into sin C. Now we got the values here for sin A and cos A, and here sin C and cos C. Put the values. First one 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 plus root 3 upon 2. You can see root 3 upon C into root 3 upon 2. Okay. So on multiplication 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2 we will get 1 upon 4. Then root 3 upon 2 into root 3 upon 2. That implies what? This is one addition is done. So now take LCM. Numerators will be added up because denominator is same. So 1 plus 3 gives you 4. So 4 upon 4 will give 1. So 1 is the answer. Okay. Now 10th question. 10th question, see, in triangle PQR, right angled at Q means 90 degree is at Q. PR and QR, PR is hypotenuse and QR, that is base. For angle P it will be the base. Okay, this is perpendicular. QR will be the perpendicular for angle P, right? And PQ be the base, right? Then PQ equals to 5 centimeter. That means base is 5 centimeter. Then find angle P and cos, sin P, cos P and tan P. Okay. So now solution will be what? Here triangle PQR is a right angle triangle where 90 degree is made at Q. And given that PR plus QR equals to 25. Now keep one variable here and take the other variable there. That is PR equals to 25 cm minus QR. Okay. And here PQ base is given as 5 cm. Now for angle P, PR will be the hypotenuse. PR is the hypotenuse. And QR is the perpendicular, that is P. Okay. And PQ be the base adjacent side, so it is the base. PQ is the base and this will be the P and this is B. Okay. So now same way H is given, this is H. So now what is given to us, that is base equals to 5 cm and QR, that is perpendicular P. Now put the values. Hypotenuse we have to find. So now hypotenuse equals to, we know that it is square root of P square plus B square. Now here H is given. H is not known, so we will put the side, that is PR. PR is the hypotenuse. Okay, PR is the hypotenuse equals to square root of P square means QR square plus base PQ square. PQ value is what? 5. So 5 square. Okay, that implies what? Now here PR value we got. PR equals to 25 cm minus QR. Now put this value here in place of PR. Okay, so that is 25 minus QR. Okay, here it is given 25 minus QR equals to square root of QR plus 5 square. Okay, now this value we got. So now here one side you can see square root is given. To remove the square root we have to squaring both the sides. So now on squaring both the sides we get what? Here 25 minus QR whole square equals to square root of QR square plus 25 whole square, because 5 square is how much? 25. So here 25 within bracket whole square That implies what? Now here 25, this a minus b whole square formula put, that is 25 square is 625 minus 2ab. 2ab means what? 25 into 2 will be 50. So 50 QR plus PQ QR square equals to what? Here square root will be removed. Squaring this one, you will get what? This QR square plus 25. Clear? So now take everything to one side. Okay, so what you will get? You can see QR square plus 25 minus 625 plus 50 QR minus QR square equals to 0. All the variables and constants we have taken to one side. That is equals to 0. Now simplify QR square and QR square got cancelled because one is positive, the other one is negative. Then here 25 minus 625 means on subtraction what you will get? Minus 600 plus 50 QR equals to 0. So now implies what? Take the constant to the other side. So 50 QR equals to 600 and QR equals to 600 upon 50. So which gives what? 12 centimeter. Now QR, that is P equals to 12 centimeter. PR will be how much? 25 minus QR, that is 25 minus 12, which gives what? 13 cm. So now P is known to us. Okay. Q is known to, that is your B is known to us, that is 5. B is 5 and H is known to us, that is 13. Okay. So here PR, that is P is 12, QR, PR, that is H, that is 13 and PQ, that is B is 5. Means P, B and H is known to us. So can we find this trigonometric ratios? That is sin P equals to what? P upon H. So here what is P? 12. 12 cm upon H is how much? 13 cm. So cm get cancelled. So what ratio we get? 12 upon 13. Same way cos P equals to B, base upon hypotenuse. So base is how much? 5 cm upon 13 cm. Cm gets cancelled. So gets what? 5 upon 13. And last one, that is tan P equals to what? P upon B, that is perpendicular upon base. P is how much? 12 cm and base is 5 cm. So both cm get cancelled and we get what? 12 upon 5. So this is the answer. Okay. Now true false you see in the book. True false what is given? That is, state whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. Okay. So first one, the value of tan A is always less than 1. False. Because it may be your more than 1. Like your infinity is there. Tan 90 is infinity. So infinity means what? More than 1. So tan A value can be more than 1. Okay. So, and next one, sec A equals to 12 upon 5 for some value of angle A. So that is true. Then cos A is the abbreviation used for the cosecant of angle A. That is false, because we know that cosecant means cosec A, not cos A. Okay, so it is false. Then cot A is the product of cot and A. Wrong. It is not the product, it is angle A. Cot find in angle A. So it is cot angle A. Okay, not cot into A. Then that is why fourth one is false. Fifth one, sin theta equals to 4 upon 3 for some angle theta. So it is not true. Okay, it is false. Okay. Fifth one, that is false. Why? Because sin theta we know that it is P upon H, perpendicular upon H. So H, hypotenuse is always greater than P and B. So here what is given? Hypotenuse is less than the perpendicular. Is it possible? The larger side can be smaller than the smaller side. No. That means H must be higher than or greater than P. But here in this case, H is less than P. That is why it is false. Okay, children? Now exercise 8.1 completed. Before going to 8.2, I will give you some formulas. You learn by heart and then only we will be solving questions of 8.2.